Hey everybody. All right. How y'all doing today? So, we're going to be going through terrain. Taking old terrain, making it Games Workshop style terrain, which these are 12 by 6s. So, take you through the whole thing. We're painting up. We're doing old tables. Oh, yeah, hand me one of those. Yeah, so all of these used to be on this. See? You can see the outlines. So, taking them off of there, putting them on the 6x4s. Yeah, we're going to be doing this for a while. All the 3D printers are going burr. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 tables already completely done as far as 3D printing and stuff. We got to do the paint and stuff. We're trying to do like a couple new ones along with refurbishing an old one. So next week we'll show you what we did on our some of the Games Workshop or Frontline Gaming terrain. We ended up making some of that quite usable for 10th on the right bases and everything. So we'll go over that one next week along with another 3D printed because this week we'll be doing an old table and 3D printed table. Doing all the dry brushing, going over how we flock it, all of that stuff. So including spray paint. So we got quite the cooking show set up for you guys today. So yeah, it's just me and Lee here.
Yes, we do. We have multiple stations. It's very fancy.
Very fancy.
It's we're
very fancy. And with that transition,
yeah.
Let us go to the first station.
Where are you going to, Jason?
I'm going over to the spray paint station.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So we left a lot of this in different stages. So you guys all could see. Lee will have to yell at me if anybody chats because I'm over here. So
yeah, you should look. You can look at the camera.
Yeah. So we went with a couple different. So we left some that we had just glued to the bases. So this is MDF because we have a lot of this floating around. So we're just making the bases out of this. Same stuff we always made the bases out of. We decided for this one we'd just use some leftover barricades from FLG Terrain to go with this set. I think it's going to look pretty cool. And hit them with a little spray. That guy actually needs a little bit of a touch right there because got some broken part, but funk. Yep. So, but yeah, we're gonna take you through the whole process. So, here's the blank ones just ripped off their happy little bases. So, yeah, we spray the dog shit out of it. Make sure you get all the nooks and crannies because this will soak up quite a bit. Go ahead and hit any place that got damaged, cutting it off, and on the edges. So like right there, we had to cut it off right there, and we're just getting these bad boys ready for flocking. So these will take a couple little coats here. You can go there and hit you with a little bit of that. All right, and then this little sucker. Because yeah, we kind of wanted to give you guys all the views here of every point on this and just show you how quick this shit really is. Like I said, those two will end up needing another coat. Okay. And let's hit all these real quick and make sure. And I've got some at various stages, so we just need to make sure there's no green showing where they broke, where we had to cut them off, because I noticed a couple of them did. And nope. Okay. So while that's drying, let me show you what else we do here. So, to give it a little more depth, we're going to go over and we're going to dry brush it, and we'll do all that on camera. But, to give these a little more depth, these we sprayed yesterday so they're good and dry. But just go ahead and take some black and go right along what should be the burnt edges. and not a lot. You're just kind of just douching it. Any place you see that would have caught fire, use your own judgment. And there you go. It really adds some depth when you dry brush it. So, this one here. You can go as light as or as heavy as this one you want. Whatever you think looks good. Oh, and that top part needs to get hit. Oh, and then when I'm done with these can just go over here on my handy dandy cart.
There you go. So you're running out of space. It's going to remind you your cart was over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm doing a close up for these, and I'm going to.
Is it getting on there pretty good?
Yeah. When you want
Nice.
to change something up, just I'll read that or whatever in your
Perfect.
what you're doing. So. So you're doing the burn marks now for this converted set, basically.
Yeah, it just adds a little bit to it. Yep, you can do as much and as little as you want. All right, so here are the other pieces for this set right here. We'll go ahead and set those on there. These are those little pieces, but already done. This is the 6x4s we're going to go with. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Then we also have these portions to do, which are going to need some black. So this is a different color. We're actually not going to put any flock on these.
Now, this is a different table.
This is a different table. This is the second table we're going to work on dry brushing today. But we do want to get a little bit of black. Basically anywhere that it looks like it's been busted open.
So this is the stuff that came from Beam Down.
Yeah, this is the beam down, not the one that we just did. This is one we did that we were making a 9th edition table for.
Yeah.
And
We were able to convert it seamlessly.
yeah, real seamlessly. Worked out real well.
Just a minor.
So yeah, as you can see,
alteration
add a
to
little
it.
bit of some burnout, some rubble. And then this is a darker colored gray. You'll be able to see it better on that cam once we get there. But this little bit makes the difference. Even just dry brushing it, this little bit of doing this here just makes a huge difference on the way it looks. It gives it a ton of depth for not much effort.
Try holding it back out, like outside. the
Outside?
door.
Here?
There you go.
Okay,
Because now you can see the lighter color. Yeah.
there we go. All right. Yep. Went a little heavy on that, but it doesn't matter.
And you'll see a better view of these as we go through this process today.
Yeah.
This is a work in progress,
Yep.
having the paint station, so it will improve.
And be prepared to get some on your hands
Oh yeah.
doing this. You
Mine
could
are-
also,
yeah.
the other way to do this much cleaner and better is with an airbrush. You could just hit this with an airbrush and it would be great. But we're doing this at scale. So,
Also the idea for terrain, like setting up the airbrush,
right.
cleaning the airbrush. You could just for terrain, the rattle can works great.
Yep. If you were doing this at home, yeah, you'll probably. So these ones don't have any burnout parts on them, so they're just going to get set down. So this is what we were talking about having movement blockers on 5x10s. So these are the 5x10s for this table. They have movement blockers. What did we? Oh, for the other ones, we have statues. You'll see those.
Yeah, those are at the second stage, ready for
Yep.
flocking or whatever.
Lee, we are missing.
What are you missing?
We are missing a fourth
Hold, please.
little 6x4. Yeah, for this table, we're missing a fourth little 6x4. Oh, no, I found it. I lied. It was hiding in. It was hiding.
Bastard. No, I don't want the black spray paint.
Who doesn't want the black spray paint?
Everyone gets the black spray paint. Yeah, so you're getting all the anywhere there's damage, you do a little burnout.
Anywhere there's damage,
Yeah.
do a little burnout.
And then so all these walls, the concept behind this table that he's working on now is that it's damaged walls or things that are in a spaceship setting, like a sci-fi setting. So the mat for this is going to be a spaceship, right? The interior of a spaceship.
Yep.
And then we have a corrupted version of this,
Yep.
which will be another tutorial when we paint to bring out those highlights of the
Of the
corrupted
corruption
part.
on it.
So
Yep.
that'll be probably next week.
Probably.
And then that'll go on the corrupted spaceship mat, which is the same ship with damage and, so it's we're trying to keep the theming going, even though there's this rigidity with the base sizes and things like that for how the 10th edition train gets laid out. And the reason we're doing it that way and not just going our own way completely is because it works so well.
Yeah, they did a great job with the 10th terrain.
Yeah, it's like we ignored their layouts for last edition.
Yep.
And I think the one previous.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Games Workshop terrain has been awful.
Yeah.
This-
it's always awful. This, for some reason, they got their shit together.
Well,
And
it's-
yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was probably Brant.
Yeah.
I think Mike Brant figured
Which is
it out.
good. Like, like getting, I mean, it's a piece of the puzzle that was missing. So,
Oh, yeah. Yep. And now it's not missing.
yeah. It's good for us because if you have conformity like this, since
Yes.
we tend to pack our terrain, that, like now boxing up tables,
Yeah, to take.
things like that, there's going to be sort of more of a square, the square inches these things take up, the cubic inches, I mean, in a space are now, we've greatly increased what we can haul with less bins
Oh, yeah.
and more security.
Oh, yes, for sure,
You know what
too.
I'm saying? Like these things getting broken apart all the time and stuff is
Not going to happen.
not going to be an issue now as
Yep.
much. And they're not random shapes and, so it's pretty cool.
All right.
So that's almost, you think you'll be able to spray black on those other two?
Oh, yeah. That's the thing. With the spraying of the black,
Yeah.
you can do it when it's really wet. I want to hit these with one more coat, though,
Oh, okay.
of gray. Yeah, this little black edging here is, you can do this no matter how wet it is. You can pretty much do it as you're spray painting. Whoop,
Whoa.
don't drop it.
Whoa. Although it's, it is ruins. So
It is ruins.
now those two with the little bit I've got to Bondo,
Yeah.
I would not dry brush.
No, I won't.
Just set those two aside.
It's just one, actually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's just
Oh,
one.
okay. Either way. Well, that just keeps going. Yeah, I'm going to make that rolling rack a drying or,
Oh, yeah.
terrain working rack as we go forward. I wanted it to be a drying rack, but either way, I think I just put shelves on it. It transports terrain.
Make sure you're doing this in a well-ventilated area, though.
Right, which is why we're dealing with the backlight and the weird outside light, because
And even still, it's giving me a headache.
yeah, it's easy to get overwhelmed with that shit.
Oh, yeah. All right. Whew, let me get some fresh air. Didn't actually need the other can of gray. So, now, that's dried enough. You can hit them with another layer. just because this MDF soaks up quite a bit.
Did you shut that other door?
Yes, I did.
Nice. I was just going to do that.
Yep. Yep, shut that other door so nobody could get in. And then go ahead and hit that a little bit because we're going to re-dry brush almost all of this.
Did you get kind of from a low angle on the barricade?
Yeah, yeah, I did.
Because the front of that exposes wood sometimes.
Yep. Yep, and then you could just go ahead and do this. Like I just ended up spraying this and this won't matter. And you don't care really about overspray and whatnot because, like, if this was burnt out, it would have, you would have had black soot going everywhere. So just adds that extra little bit. All right, so I'm going to leave all of this over here and not drive it over with me yet because it needs to air out. Because the spray paint will make you kids stupid.
Oh, what are we doing now?
Now we're going on to the dry brushing. We're going to do a little bit of dry brushing. All right. Well, first, let's go ahead and get a little water.
We need some Gojo.
Mm-hmm. So, let me check something real quick. Don't go to my desktop. I need to check YouTube real quick. Okay, yeah, that's the right thing on YouTube.
What?
Oh, it just says it's just got the old title down on. It still says.
Yeah,
Terry.
don't look at the.
Okay.
Don't look at the chat thing.
Okay, perfect.
That only is in this chat window.
Okay,
And it's because I turned OBS on before I changed the title.
gotcha. Okay,
It's just a dumb thing.
dumb thing.
Yeah.
All right, so with these,
It's an OBS thing.
I've got us some.
You wouldn't understand.
That's silver. That's what we're gonna dry brush the more mechanical stuff with. But this, I've got some white craft paint. So you've got a couple options here. You could either just dry brush white, or you could do a gray and then a white. I think we're just going to do a white.
Do you
That's
want
what I
to
think.
nudge your keyboard a little bit off?
I
Just
can nudge
so
my
it-
keyboard a little bit off.
Yeah,
There
it
we go.
just fucks with the. Don't want to do any seizure warnings,
Yep.
you know. Or...
Yep. And we're going to flock this today too. So,
Nice.
yep.
Can't wait to show everybody the flocking setup.
Oh yeah, there's flocking setup. So always make sure you got a bunch of paper towels by you. Go ahead and squirt some shitty ass white craft paint out on the.
Nice. Turn on your work light.
Turn on my work light, he says. Where is the controller? There it is.
Ah, there you go.
There we go. All right.
Beauty, eh?
Yeah. All right. And then, just get yourself some shitty chip brushes.
Look at that shitty brush.
We'll be using the shitty chip brush throughout the rest of this entire thing. This is actually a pearl white.
Be right back.
And always do that thingy. Okay. And then it is. So with these, you're going to want to go this way with your dry brush, not up and down, because it's a 3D printed deal. So you want to go this way. You want to go this way, not the other way. Because if you go north-south, you're going to get a lot of lines. So you want to go side to side and just hit everything with a little bit of a dry brush. So, and you can see where that burnt came in.
Yeah, that's so you can really see that. Yeah, you can really see the effect that gives,
Yep.
which is nice and subtle. You don't want it to be. I mean, we can't go overboard with this stuff. We're not. This is an AOS. We can't paint like, sugar plum fairies dancing on mushrooms and have it be all airbrushed and look like a Frank Frazetta painting.
Well, and the other thing you don't want to do, so we're also
gotta
doing
make
this
too
in
much.
scale. And you could take these and scale this technique up all you wanted to make this as detailed as you wanted. Do this as a base and then pick out everything.
And you could do more than one dry brushing.
And you can do
like,
more than one dry
you
brush.
could build up to a lighter
Yep.
color. And,
But the fact of the matter is, we need to build 50 tables. We're damn close to it. So.
yeah, I mean that's the basic.
Yep. Yep. Then just run your sideways. And these you can just go right over the top. But you want to go east-west, not north-south on 3D printed stuff. And do it till you think it's done. And so let's go ahead and I'll show you the difference. So that is dry brushed.
Yeah, so you can see the highlights. Those burnt parts then look
That
even.
is not dry
Yeah,
brushed.
they look more burnt
Yep.
because you have that. A lot of times there's an ashen kind of edge to things.
Yep. And it brings that, it just pops the
Yeah.
detail out.
And it outlines everything. Yeah,
Yep.
that's cool.
All right.
Easy technique.
It's an easy peasy technique.
And this is the easiest version of it, like the
Yep.
lowest
This is the most
lowest rent,
Yep.
disposable,
Yep.
like quick and dirty version
Yep,
of
we're
it.
using
So
shitty chip brushes.
just use those shit.
Yep.
Use those shits, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. The effect is great, and it's really cool because it also, like, in I would also say too, a good rule of thumb is not to try to be. People like their models and their paint jobs.
Yeah.
They want to show them off, and you certainly don't want to try to upstage that.
Right.
So you want the two armies to pop. You want this stuff to be usable terrain that looks decent.
Yep.
And makes a really cool picture. When you
Right.
have your psyker standing on top of this building and a bunch of things, and you want to take a picture, of your tournament play, and you want it to look cool enough, right?
Right.
So, but you want to
And-
see your models.
And that's the other thing is it has to be playable. Yes, we could put all kinds of cool shit on it that ends up making it impossible for it to play. That just makes it a bad tournament table.
And we've got a Kobe.
Kebe. Kebe. A little heavy on the dry brush. A little too much on there.
Oh no. Gotta throw that one away now.
Remember, 3D printed, always east-west, never north-south. The second you go north-south, across a wide swath of this, you're going to have this upper, you can go northwest. It doesn't matter because it's an upper floor. You're trying to avoid all the lines. Trying to avoid bringing the lines out. Oh, that side needs to get done. And that inside needs to get done. Yeah, Kebby will be here tomorrow for Warhammer Wednesday.
Yeah.
Kebby and Ryan.
It's gonna be epic.
Oh, yes.
Oh, and Ryan.
And Ryan, too.
Hot shit.
Yep. Yep.
Nice. So we'll have a good game and enough people around for commentary.
Oh, yeah. Definitely enough people around for commentary.
Like if you don't have a league game arranged, then you should definitely do that unless you're going to play Colby.
Oh yeah, I didn't even look who I'm
Are
playing.
you playing Colby?
Oh, I'll play Colby. Yeah.
Yeah. So then somebody has to.
Yeah.
That's nice though. We'll have commentary. We'll have
Yeah.
a good game going with two cool dudes.
I think we should make Ryan play Colby,
Yeah.
just because they don't ever get a play.
Sure.
All right.
Because they're not doing a league game.
There's 2 of these done.
Yeah. Fuck
I
that.
will be right back. I'm gonna go set these out here. Actually, you know what? Let's just take them on out here.
Where are you headed?
I am headed to the cooking show where we're going to do some flocking. So I do need to go grab my brush. So I will end up using 2 brushes today, folks, just because.
Oh, Colby's not going to be playing, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Ryan will bring his Tyranids.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will grab this brush and I'll end up using 2 brushes today. But normally you do all your dry brushing. You would do all your dry brushing once you're done with the table or tables, and then use it for flocking.
Are we moving to the glue portion of the show?
We're moving to the glue portion of the show, dog. So, what you need for flocking. You need your flock. This is a real simple flock. This is normal fucking play sand you get anywhere. You want to go with play sand, cut down on the dust. So play sand, and then I've thrown a couple different other kinds of colored gravel in here to give it a little different color, make it lighter, bigger chunks, etc. So you'll need that. You'll need your handy dandy Elmer's glue. You'll need paper towels. I like to use a paper plate. You need a container to do it in. And in the end, you need to have a spray bottle that you mix with PVA, like 10 to 1, about there to there. And then the other thing you have to do with this bottle is as soon as you're done, you got to unscrew it, take it in your bathroom, your kitchen, whatever, just put it in water, spray it till there's no more glue in it, then lock it, then hide it from Josh. That is the key, is to hide it from Josh, because Josh will use it. Josh will not clean it, and then you don't have a thing that works anymore. Whoop. That was probably too much glue.
So true.
So here is these will be the movement blockers for this piece. This is the 5x10s, so it's not going to fully block movement entirely across the 5x10. But what it will do is create a little bit of movement blocking. So let's do one of these first. And so what you want to do is we're not going to do the edges, essentially. We're going to leave that little gap there. We're going to go as close as we can. Are they getting a good view of this, Lee? Do I need to move anything? There we go. So what I'm going to try to do
Nice.
is go up along this edge here and still leave that bevel as undone as I can. You don't have to do that. You could not, but for some reason we thought the bevels looked cool. And these are supposed to be statues on a ruined table. So as soon as I get this base portion done, then I will add a bunch of glue spots in things so they got rubbled a little bit. Down around the base. And then I'll have to get at his feet. He's got some fucked up Pumas on. And you can even see his feet. All right. And then make sure you get enough PVA glue. It's just Elmer's. Make sure you get enough all over there. And I think if I just go like that. Oh, yeah, Lee, that'll work.
Perfection.
Yep. That'll keep it from really getting on there. And then we're just going to do the shit out of down in here. And then go like that. And get that off, so hopefully not a bunch sticks there. A little bit's going to stick there, and there's not much you can do about it. And we'll dab some there. And then look at the model and be like, where would some land? Where would some land? Oh, there'd be a bunch there. Be some there. There'd be some right there. Okay. And I'll go around. I need more. Oh, I got it on the... Try not to dump your thing in there like I just did, because that will get messy. All right. And then I'm going to go around and go, whoop, witch my fingy. Okay. And I did it again. What's more there? Okay. Then, this is why you have this handy dandy container. Make sure you bake your shit up real good. And then pour liberally. I mean pour it. I mean pour the living shit out of it. Just cover your fucking model. Well, cover your piece of terrain. Okay. Covered, covered, covered. And then you want to pick your piece of terrain up and go like that a little bit. And there you go. Boom. And then we'll be able to go in after we're done here, scrape a bunch of that shit off, and then done. So let's do one of these now. Now this you can absolutely be a sloppy asshole with. There's a lot more base here. And this isn't a very exciting, colorful flock. There's a lot more exciting, more colorful flocks out there. But this is for the type of table this is going on. And we have a lot of different
Yeah, we'll be getting
flocks
around to those coming up because we have all our wonderful jungle tables and things to convert.
Yep. You know what I'm not looking for, Lee? Looking forward to? All of the bins with the terrain, with the flock fall off after those first couple transports.
Yeah. Maybe...
Because after the first couple transports, because you're always going to lose a little bit, even though we're going to seal it all in, you're going to lose a little bit. And it's going to get everywhere in the bottom of those bins. And so you kind of have to move a little bit quickly on this stuff. Not insanely quickly. But you just, basically the glue can't dry. And it's pretty warm here today. For the Pacific Northwest, it's real warm. But even today, like, even though it's hot, I don't really have to move that quick. And then, like, we'll do a little bit here. Boom, boom. A little bit went up in there. Probably some would end up there. A little splat. Maybe a little bit there. And then we look at it, we go, yeah. Then I'm going to take my finger and get all of this. Whoop. Oh, it blew off the edge. See, I need a little bit more there. Then run my finger along that lip. And let us know if you guys would rather have live videos like this or just end of the time produced video. Leave a comment and let us know. If you guys would rather see like one shots where it's like, oh, all time lapse and shit, where they're really not showing you how to do stuff, which I find a lot.
Well, we
Or would
we
you
wouldn't
rather
do
have
that
this,
anyway. We would make a proper video.
or would you rather have this stuff done live, where you're actually seeing the time that goes into it? And there you go. And like I said, we'll go back through and go like that and get all that off before we seal. But yeah, there you go. There's another one done. All flocked up. And then, this is why you use these containers like this, is then you just go back through and you just go boop. And it all goes back in. And then you give it a little shake up. And like I said, even this sand, it's play sand, it's still a little dusty. A little dustier than I'd like, but that's all right. And then it's just back to doing more of this.
Hey, Chase has a question.
What's Chase's question?
Well, he's wondering about what your opinion is on layouts, and how to change them like day to day. Kind of what we were talking about the other day, I guess.
Yeah.
Because
So-
they have the different layouts.
What you're going to want to do, Chase, is you're going to want to, I think it'll be every 3 tables. So you'll put one, I don't remember what it is, if it's 1, 4, 2, or whatever. But for every 3 tables, you'll have a different layout. Day 1, you're going to want something that can go on hammer and anvil, something that can go on table quarters, and something that can go on hammer and anvil style triangle. So you'll want those 3 setups day 1, so you don't have to go move and touch the table. Then day 2, you'll want to do a Dawn of War and the long Dawn of War triangle. That way, you're hitting all the deployment types, and you don't have to touch terrain in between games. For your first tournament, until we've got enough Games Workshop terrain, you're probably going to have to touch all of the tables that aren't Games Workshop terrain. Because player place is a bad idea, Chase, by the way. Having the room half and half is not a good idea. I heard that was a debate that was going on.
Well, I don't know. He said the old terrain. I don't know if he also meant player placed or.
No. It will be TO placed old terrain is what you need to do.
Exactly. And you would try to follow the layouts, right?
You're going to try to get as close as you can, yes.
Yeah. Which won't be, it'll be like missing you might have to do woods or craters where the 4x6s would have gone.
Yep.
Yeah. Which was, yeah. Or 2 of each, I guess. 2 craters, 2 woods. Treat them like 4x6s.
Yeah, something like that. Well, they're going to be bigger than 4x6s, but that's okay.
Yeah, some of the woods are big.
But because your other stuff is not as big as a 12x6, like, you're just going to have to use judgment, and I'll help you out with that.
It'll be a little rough.
I'll have you try to do it for that RTT, and you can send me pictures. And I can call you names.
He said it was your idea.
It was not. Actually, at first I didn't think it was that bad of an idea, and then upon more thinking about it, it creates too many problems.
Yeah.
Having a split tournament. First I didn't think it'd be a bad idea, but then upon further consideration.
Well, we're all learning.
Yeah. Took a little too much off there.
And it is going to be a transition.
Oh, yeah. That's why it helps if you have more of the community doing it as opposed to just one TO. All right, so that's all done. Now we dump it here. Dump it. No more dump it.
Oh, get dumpy.
We're dumping. Dumping loads of gravel. Dropping loads of flocking gravel. Yeah, take that flock. Yeah, you take it. All right. And then we flippy it over. We shake it out. And then we got some up there. Back, get on there.
I'm not your middleman, Chase. Colby said something about, they said Colby has the rest of the tables.
Colby has Colton's tables.
Yeah, which, how many tables?
Well, it's going to be a lot. There's going to be enough there to make, there's probably going to be enough there to make 150 tables.
What?
Yes.
So Colby's bringing 100 tables worth of stuff?
Colby's going to bring as many as he can get done, probably.
What is he printing?
So I think Colby wanted to print pipes for those, but I'm going to talk to him about not printing pipes for those.
Okay, I'm confused. Is he printing out entire tables worth of terrain?
No, he's printing out nothing. He's taking, here, switch back over to my view in here.
Yeah.
So what Colby's doing, because I want to get some water anyway. So.
What do you want? What do you want?
I'm right here. So, this view. So, these are all Colton's L's.
Oh, Colton's.
Yeah, that Colton had made for the Portland scene. Great. However, they're too long. They're too wide. So, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be cutting this off, have lots of leftover on both sides here.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, once you put those on the 12x6, boom, done. And you're going to have a bunch of leftover.
So he's doing that too.
Colby's doing this, yes.
How many of these tables does Colby have? Oh, because they're all in Oregon.
Yeah, right.
Oh, so he has access to them.
Colby has access to them, and we have a bunch.
This
have quite
is what
a
he's
few
doing
as
okay.
well.
All right.
So,
Well, that's something I need to work on as well.
yeah,
I forgot about that.
yeah. These ones too. Yep. These foam core tables. Hey, for trying to get a bunch of tables done for a tournament,
Absolutely nothing wrong.
absolutely nothing wrong.
Are they too
People
tall?
enjoy it. Oh, they're not too tall. That's not the issue. It's they're too long and
No,
too
we know
wide.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But they'll get done. Everything will be good, and everybody will be happy.
So you think he has 100 tables, 100 of those tables that he's going to have done?
He had. Ooh, is he going to have?
We're not
100
going to.
tables done?
We're not taking 50 GW tables up there from here for Rise of Kings.
Rise of Kings is not going to be a 200-man tournament.
I know, but you said 150 tables worth.
I
of terrain.
think there's enough material
Oh, eventually.
eventually
Yeah, not for-
of
oh,
what
yeah, yeah.
Colton had made, because Colton had 100-man had 100+
I know.
man.
Yeah. This is some of that though, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So there's like 80 men's worth of that terrain that he has
in
access to.
Oregon, yes.
We have another few tables of it or
Yep.
whatever. And,
Yep.
Okay. All right. Now that's clear. I didn't realize that's what he was doing.
Yep,
That's
what
cool.
he was doing.
Hey, it's very cool.
All right, so back to here. I got one more statue to do, and then we'll be going on a dry brush fiesta. Why are you taking? Oh, because it's in the way of that one. Here. Yeah, I got you, Lee. I'm picking up what you're throwing down. Get all up in there.
So there will be a portion, by the way, you guys, if you're hanging out, which I love, there will be a moment where he's back at his desk and he switches to his normal mic and all that for the end of the show, in which to, if you have any other questions where you need direct answers from him right now, just hold off a minute and do them in when he's done with the.
I mean, it's fine because I can talk to
flocking.
him while I'm doing
well,
this.
no, because it's confusing for me to relay it to you and all that, like, so.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not. They're not. I'm just saying. Just hold off a little.
Yep.
How much of the flocking are you going to do on camera today?
As much as we're ready for, kind of. It's gonna be a lot of dry brushing.
So small, simple questions, single part questions, like no problem. And then we're going to work out a way for him to see the chat out there.
All right, we'll get all that off the sides. Monitor there. Yeah. Yep. Yep, that would be ideal. That would be ideal. All right. And there we go. You know what? I am going to go like this real quick. Choop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. But I don't know if you guys can see it from up top. You can tell that there's just sand, but then there's some other bigger rock and off-colored rock in there that really gives some pretty cool patterns and stuff.
It is visible.
It is visible? Good. Good. And it doesn't make it near as boring. Also, if you wanted to end up dry brushing your basing, this can give your basing, if you just use sand and some other different size rocks, this can also give your basing texture. So that then when you go and dry brush, after that, there you go. So then when you dry brush after that, it will, you can dry brush right over the top of it after it's really sealed. So anyway, that would end up being, so that is the 2 5x10s for the table and 2 of the 4 4x6s. So that's about how long it takes to flock half a table. So you got to figure there's about another full table there, or another half a table, a little more, 2/3 of a table. But yeah, we'll get back to the dry brushing. Wanted to get this on camera so you guys could see all this. So, all right. And it is messy. Doing terrain is messy. You will end up like this. You will have black hands and gluey hands and white hands. So, okay. So, let me go get some of this stuff. Boop, 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 boop. All right.
You're not pushing your cart?
What's up?
You didn't push your cart over?
I'm not going to put the cart before the horse. No. No, I want to keep it over there because of the smell. Because of the spray paint smell. We did not take that into consideration. So usually, if I wasn't doing this on stream, I would dry brush all of them and then flock them all at the same time.
So he's saying it's a 60-man.
Yeah, I'm thinking 10 seems pretty reasonable, Lee, don't you?
What is our timeline? August 17th?
August 17th or 19th or something like that. That seems like a pretty...
Today's the first day of August, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we're already most of the way to 5.
Yeah.
As far as conversions go,
2
yes.
weeks. Yeah.
Oh, conversions, yes.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'll have the.
I mean, literally, we already like completed. We have 1, 2, 3. Everything is printed for that. 4.
Well, and then you only have to print a couple things for the crashed spaceship.
Oh yeah, 5, 6. So essentially, basically, here in a day and a half, we'll have.
Oh yeah, because
we'll have 6 tables already done.
There's the 2 tall wall ones, one corrupted, one not.
One not.
And that's almost all done. I mean, one of them's done.
One of them's done, and as soon as that's done, I think it's done. One more tall wall might need to print.
1, 2, 3.
Yep.
4,
5,
6.
Yep. We have
6 of them are 90% done.
Yeah, and then I think we'll end up.
So, and then Bear and the other one from the same era that has the step units.
Yep, we'll have to look at that.
Those two.
Yep.
All we need to do is create 4x6 pieces. which means those are things
Yeah.
you can do multiples on a plate.
Yep.
And they're all small pieces which
Yep.
print in less than a day.
Yep.
Or a day-ish, right?
Yep.
So that way, if we pick all those out and get the printers running on those, that means that since we only have 4 more tables to hit that 10, we could do 10 or, whatever, 10 or 11, 12 maybe, something like that.
Yep.
If we have to bring, I would say also that we would figure out, we could take some of our tables that we don't quite get done or are pre-conversion, and we'll do some setups and figure out what a fakey, setup in the right configuration but old terrain table is.
Yep.
For the lower tables.
Yep.
If we need to as a backup. But if he's saying Colby can do 20.
Oh yeah, Colby should easily be able to get 20. I mean,
Yeah, and don't stress. I mean,
yeah.
We're doing part of them, so
Yep.
you don't need to make all 30. I mean, I know it's a matte knife and some hot glue. It's all.
Right.
I don't know. What is he making for the bases?
He was using. Are you using cardstock, Kebby, for the bases?
Yeah, probably. Because you could easily re-glue that
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think he's leaving them loose.
or whatever. Because they were actually.
He might be leaving them loose too.
Oh, because they were unbased.
Yeah.
But the point would be to make, because what we could do with that stuff is we could put it on the cardstock I already cut.
Yep.
For the temporaries. Dude, shut the fuck up. Okay?
Chase is shitting on Lee.
Just shut the fuck up.
You got the reaction he
It
wanted.
took you all that time to come up with that?
Yes. Yes.
There was 10 minutes or more between those messages? and
Oh,
it
he
took
said he's
you-
busy at work. There we go. All right.
It is confusing. Chase, I'm thinking about the people that watch the stream on a review,
Yeah.
or when we have people that aren't involved in the conversation watching.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
This isn't this.
I'm thinking
stream
about
is
the
not done
stream.
just for Chase.
I'm thinking about the stream, not just you and shitting on Jason and vice versa. Like that's not the point of the stream. So
It's
yeah.
not. Are we sure on that?
Jesus.
All right.
Not even an LOL or anything after that.
Oh, a little heavy on the dry brush there. That's all right. We don't care. Because the whole point of this is just to add some depth.
Okay,
And
the
get her done.
screen just turned on. Oh, that's weird.
Oh, you're on the. Yeah, because you're on the wrong. You're on the wrong thing.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, be on the overhead.
Why did that change?
It's been that way. There we go.
Oh, I clicked on something else. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
No, I turned off the controllers for the other
For
camera.
the camera.
God, that's far
Gotcha.
behind.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So now you're dry brushing some more.
Oh yeah, just dry brushing. We're just gonna be dry brushing for a while.
Yeah. This is a good time for
Yep. Now it's a good time for questions.
Yeah. Oh my God! Just stop! I'm gonna ban you. I'm gonna fucking ban you.
Don't ban Chase.
You don't need to have the last word all the time. Whatever. Nobody cares, dude. Like, just
Chase always has to have the last word.
well. There's ways around that.
Heavy down there on the dry brush. Yeah, there we go.
No, you guys just. I mean, that's funny. It is funny and humorous the way you guys, shit on each other and joke about each other.
Let's grab another
That's
one.
part of the funny, haha. I'm talking about other people and with them understanding what's going on. This show isn't made just for you. You already know how to do all this, Chase, right? I mean, you're a pro 420 no scope TO.
So yeah, just so you guys can see a pretty stark difference here. I grabbed one that I haven't dry brushed, so I just dry brushed that one. See, brings out just a lot more of the detail. And then here's one I haven't dry brushed. Like just not as much detail, not by a long shot. So there's dry brushed, non-dry brushed. Pretty stark.
Who hurt you, Chase? Just stop. I get it.
So yeah, I'm pretty excited to play in Chase's tournament. Actually,
Yeah,
yeah.
because it's so well run and put together.
Well, it's a full. This will be there was the Games Workshop tournament,
I mean, they're very they're good tournaments.
and that was ran the way Games Workshop wants to run shit. Okay.
Yeah, I mean there were issues right with that still.
No. So yeah, Games Workshop doesn't do things like have clocks.
Have what?
Clocks.
Oh, right. That was weird, right? That there's no clock.
Yeah, there's no clocks.
That is bizarre. That you can't request one.
Yeah, it's a little bit off.
Because you should be able to control that. I mean,
Yeah, right. Like, I understand Games Workshop's point, and I understand Bryant's point specifically. And it is a little bit of my point too. He doesn't care who wins really that much. That's not the point of the tournament. Is for someone to come in and be a 420 no scope gamer.
who doesn't care?
Mike Brandt.
Right.
He cares more about. It's a cool tournament that everybody has fun at.
Well, yeah.
He cares more about that than he does, hey, we need to make an ultra competitive environment.
Well, not ultra competitive. I'm saying as a hedge against slow playing and cheating. And
Right,
all that.
right. But, things like clocks also scare the fuck out of new players.
Sure.
Same with shit like player place terrain. Scares
Right.
the fuck out of new players. It's one more way for a new player to get bullied by a veteran player.
Well, there's that side of it. Sure.
Yeah. Yep.
So the tyranny of the weak, I guess, means no one gets to
Yeah.
stop someone from slow playing them.
Yeah, but you got to figure. So at that tournament, there was.
I mean, is it mostly new players?
It is mostly new players. Man.
Every tournament.
At the GW tournaments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. There was a lot of people there. I mean, there's 400 people there, and so our biggest tournaments in the Northwest. Mine and Bob's. I think Bob got up to 1 something for Storm.
No, right. That they had to add some. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and Colton's done 100, and we do the Big Slow Nationals 100. So 4 times bigger than anything else. And there's a lot of people there I'd never seen before. Ask them where they're from, Pacific Northwest. They're like, yeah, this is my first tournament.
That's cool.
Yeah. So
I can understand that and let GW do that. I
Right.
guess.
Yep.
That's fine.
yep.
Let them make it the most inviting, low, vanilla kind of,
Yep.
lowest common denominator experience you want, I guess.
And that's important for people's first tournaments, so they don't
Yeah.
feel
And they're going to likely go to something like that as opposed to a place where they feel like they're walking into an existing
right.
clique
Correct.
of people.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's why it's really important. New people show up at the shop, and you have to make and it's a tournament. You need to make them feel at home. You need to make them feel like, hey, they like me here, as opposed to when I started, first tournament I went to, basically nobody talked to me except for Mason Moore, and Jeff Humbluck, and that's a good portion of the reason why I continued to do this, was because, those guys were like, hey, how's it going, man? Like, you gonna play much? And then I went back, and Josh came with me on the next one, and we went to lunch with Mason and those guys. Yeah, and that's kind of how communities get built.
That's cool.
Not by having cliques. And you can have clicks, you can have your friends and all that.
Well, but here, I mean, you can use it in the negative term or just the word definition
Right.
or whatever it is. But what I'm saying is, if
Yeah.
you walk into this space like Jacob just did recently, right?
Yep.
You're walking into an existing.
It exists.
Everyone knows
Yep.
each other. Everyone's played for years together. Everyone's involved in this tournament scene,
And the Pacific
and
Northwest
he's not from here.
and the Pacific Northwest,
So that's all I meant.
in particular, this shop is different than the scene other places.
Exactly.
You go to other places,
Right.
and it's like, oh,
Even people where there's cross pollination.
right. Well,
Walking into Aegis, walking into whatever, like
Aegis
they're
is a-
different experiences.
Aegis is a fine one too.
Yeah.
But there's certain shops, even in the Pacific Northwest, that the scene is much better than it is in other parts of the country. It is, oh, look, there's a new player. Oh, I can beat up on him and get some easy wins. You know what I mean? As opposed to helping them, teaching them the game, letting them learn. It's, yeah, I just kick the shit out of them.
You know,
And that can be intimidating of
let
itself.
me I don't know if Chase is still there or not, but I want to say something about the confusion about whatever. The thing that's missing from this conversation that created any kind of, because he seems confused about what I was talking about.
Oh,
But when I read those messages and the context is missing because I'm not talking to you,
right.
I just assume everything is written in like an angry voice or like like a snarky voice or whatever, because it's written like as a comment on the internet. So I mean, that's what I'm kind of referring. Like, I assume I don't know if you're being serious or joking, and obviously you don't know if I'm being serious or joking in relation to that or whatever. So just don't worry about whatever it is that I'm not. What the fuck I'm talking about is irrelevant, I guess. So I just wanted to say, like, I'm not.
I hate Chase. So.
Yeah, just forget.
Yeah.
Just forget I said anything.
All right.
But don't tell me how to do the stream either.
Don't tell me how to fucking live my life. You don't know me.
But anyway, yeah. So sorry about the confusion, Chase. I didn't mean to. Whatever. And I was only joking. I would never ban you.
I would totally ban Chase, at least for a couple minutes.
Never ban Chase. It was just a joke. And it's not. He's getting up and sitting down, and
Oh, yeah.
so whatever.
All right.
There's a lot going on there. Wow, you got a lot of terrain there on your desk.
You got a lot of terrain there, boy.
Look at that.
It's a whole table's worth.
Look at that. I'm surprised you can fit it on your desk.
That's the great thing about these GW tables.
Yeah.
We're
shit.
gonna be
There you
able to
go.
pack them into those tubs to move them about.
No, they're gonna be great.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good because they'll
Yeah.
nest. They'll you can oppose them and shit like that. And,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Make little. Yeah.
Yep. I'm glad we're doing the Tuesday hobby streams. I like this. We're able to just do the hobby
It's good. I can't
without
wait.
any other.
Can't wait till the interaction is up, and
Oh yeah.
I don't have to.
I'm actually
I don't have
really
to. I don't have to
curious
be
to
part of the
see.
conversation the whole time.
Yeah, so we're trying something new today. We're trying to do the YouTube SEO, the keywords. So this is our first real time of
So many.
dumping in.
You loaded it up.
10 to 15 keywords. So we loaded in like
There was like 13 of them,
13
or
of them or
12 or
something
13.
because I wanna see if that makes a difference in discoverability for the streams. And
Yeah.
then are we gonna load this up as a video afterwards or not? Probably just keep this as just a stream.
Well, it depends on how long it is.
Yeah, it's gonna be hours. So
See, that's the other thing is like these stream things, of course, that's why regardless of what anyone of the two people that were in chat when you asked that,
yeah,
the idea of doing a tutorial where we pre-record it
yeah,
and it can be in that more algorithm friendly video length.
20 to
'cause
40
what you
minutes.
showed
Yep.
doesn't need to be more than half an hour.
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
you could show every step without watching you do all of it. Now,
Right.
sitting down and doing stuff like this on a stream is
Yeah.
also
it's also good.
a thing, and that would stay.
Yeah,
But the other videos would get up. Videos can, if we can make it so either we're pulling segments out, which could also be done, or pre-filming segments, depending on what it is, obviously, I guess.
Right.
But I should be able, like with this, if we get it down right where we have everything working and the transitions and all that, I should be able to pull videos out of these
Yeah.
and edit out a more succinct tutorial video and
Yeah.
put it up alone as that. Leave the live stream up as well, or whatever, as archived, because then you know.
Yeah, but we should be able to have 10 real good tables ready to go by the 19th, I think. Because, I mean, essentially, by the time we're done today, just on the stream, and because I only have so many tables, there'll be 2 fully done tables by the time I'm done with the stream today.
Yeah. Right. So now So
Right.
this would be the time. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Well, I get that, and that's fine because people sit down and work on stuff. Like there's people will have streams of them editing another video,
Yep.
things like that, and they'll talk to people, interact with chat while they're doing it. They'll have streams of whatever. I get all that. That's fine, but we should be able to end up with short videos that
And that's
'cause a lot of people aren't going to watch the live stream.
Chase, that's what we did yesterday with Skin and Terry's unboxing. Was he ran the live stream and then chopped it up into a little more bite-sized portion.
Well, no, what I did is I cut out any mistakes and chaff
yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
I should have cut down the countdown as well,
Yeah. Probably
but I just didn't.
on videos, no countdown.
Yeah. No, I know.
Boom, straight into
But
video.
I wanted you to see.
I know. I wanted you to see, dude. That was great. So Lee's been working on doing like audio blending and edits, and yeah. It's like I said.
Well, there would be.
We've only been doing this.
What
for
we would
6
have
months.
it down would be it's like idea that like there's the stream goes up, everyone gets a notification that we're live.
Yep.
The hundreds of thousands of people
Oh,
file into the chat. We have to turn slow chat on. It still doesn't matter. You
Oh,
can't
yeah.
read it.
so we
it's
just
going
have to
so
go to
fast.
super chats.
And
so every
then,
time Chase wants
then
to
we
talk
have to go to
me,
super chats.
He's got to
Chase
pay
will
me
have to pay.
$2.
Yeah. We won't be hearing from Chase anymore after that. After we go to super chat.
I figure if we ever get to that,
You'll have to preload a gift card and send it to him. Like
No, if we ever get
for
to that
chats
point,
or whatever.
If
Yeah.
we ever get to that point, I imagine Chase would be a moderator, for sure.
Yeah, and then so the idea is the stream goes up. If I cut parts out of the stream, also I do want to get into pre-recorded videos as
Same.
well,
Yep.
just other videos
Yeah.
and things.
I mean, and you got to remember, we only been doing this shit for 6
Yeah.
months. So,
And so the idea is that yes, everything has links back and forth and cross-pollinated and all that kind of
Yep.
stuff, and we get it.
a little crisscross.
We're just what's happening
pollination.
is that we've had trouble, with personnel
yeah, yep.
in and around the
That revolves around the
backstage
stream.
part of this
Yep.
the thing. So
And the
that's-
front stage
That's
part
where I'm
early on.
going.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going, and I'm gonna be doing the editing and all that kind of stuff. And going forward,
Kebby, I don't just want to keep it to just layout one. Because then everything gets real samey. Real samey.
Why not 2 or 3?
Right. So here's my thinking is,
I'm just curious what the in the course of having the conversation.
because those are the 1000% best layouts.
Oh, those 2 are the best ones.
They're just
okay.
the best layouts.
Okay. I'm just curious if there's some kind of consensus on that.
There is.
With you guys,
There
yeah.
is. But I also don't want it to be so fucking samey that it's like, nope, I take this exact models because at this exact time I step out and do exactly this. I want it to be a little more.
Well, the mission will change it though,
The mission will change it.
because you're going to be facing different directions from deployment zones and all that.
Right.
So it might not be a bad idea to do one day and.
Yeah. 2 and 3 favor diagonal, but I think both 2 and 3. I don't remember exactly which ones. I'll get it all set up. Basically, for the hammer and anvils, there's for sure 3 that work good, and then there's 2 that work good for non-hammer and anvil. For
Depending on what the missions are,
Hot
are
dog,
all of them
Dawn
good
of War.
for corners
no, they're all not
or
good for
quarters or whatever?
corners. But Actually, they're all pretty good for corners. But yeah, so
I mean, what if you did 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 instead of
that's what I'm thinking.
instead of 3?
And it might be
3
2 and-
tables on the first day is weird. Why not just do 2?
Yeah, you could do
Because
2. Yeah.
that's with 3 different missions.
Yeah.
Those 2 tables, that's 6 different essential
Combinations.
combinations that you're, and then the next day you'd have
Yep.
one of the lessers and your other good setup, which is 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, just
Yeah.
that seems like an easy, since it's most tournaments are 2 days and you have 4 setups, just, you know,
Yeah.
you could, whatever.
And, you know, if
or
you,
do 2 and 3 the first day and 1 and 4 the second day.
Right.
So it's like the best ones on the last day
yeah.
or something.
Yeah. Or maybe 1 and 4 day 1.
Yeah, 1 and
and
4
then-
day 1.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
people fall off.
Yep. I'm going to go set these on this table. That is one entire table dry brush, by the way, folks. If you go to the overhead view. Actually, shit, I could just flock her. I could just flock this whole
Flock her?
table. And then people will get a start to finish. Hey, that's how long a table takes to flock. So, and then I'll come back and I'll dry brush that other table.
Yeah, you know what? He's right about the bigger the tournament gets. The idea that if you can go around with that measuring stick
Yep.
and just bam, 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 set up tables,
Yep.
you know, do one setup, then it becomes kind of like, you know, automatic as opposed to having to think about it.
Indeed.
I'd say if you get over, yeah, I mean, anything GT size, you might want to consider that, I guess.
Consider it. I will take it into
I
consideration.
mean, you know, if it's just a rogue trader tournament, then, you know, shit, do all 4 setups. I don't know.
Hey, before we do more flocking, I got to go get another jug of the Elmer's glue.
Oh, do you need some?
No. I got plenty to get this done.
Okay. Because I have a big bottle of Tight Bond I can grab out there.
Ah, no.
It's the same. It's essentially the same.
Same thing. But I like to use the same exact thing.
Right.
I know it's consistency. I know
It only would
PVA is-
matter in the coating, not in the gluing, but
Yeah.
they both dry clear.
Yep. PVA is PVA. So. I'm actually curious to see how these look on the base flocked. Because rather than print something,
So we
went
were
with
just going
this.
through that, Colby, and we think it's a minimum 10. You know, it's gonna be like 10 or 11.
He's fine. He had to go bathroom. It was one of the D&D players. Had to go to the bathroom.
Minimum 10. We already got 90% done. And once we're not, when we're off the show or whatever, and you know, painting and all that goes a lot faster. So, we're just trying to explain, you know, to people we do. You have 20 already set. Wait,
Kevy already has 20 done.
he says he has 20 done with Rosehammer terrain with no work necessary.
Yeah, that's Colton stuff.
So he didn't cut them or anything.
Some of the smaller ones might not have needed cut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So okay, so some of those foam ones were already small enough. Apparently. So you got 20 easy is what you're saying without you doing anything. Then is there 30? Like out of the 100 tables that existed, is there 30 without you doing any work or right?
Oh yeah, Lee, those are gonna look really good. The little barricades.
Yeah, the little one.
Yep, they look really good. They're gonna turn out perfect. here.
So he's saying they have 20 without doing any work, so I'm wondering why there isn't 30.
Oh, because the other ones will require work.
So 70% of the tables would have required work?
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense to me.
Because they were just taking all the smaller ones,
Yep.
I guess?
Yep. That makes perfect sense to me.
Oh, he says the large L's only need to be cut by an inch. But it doesn't
okay.
sound like he's putting these on bases. It sounds like he's just setting them on the table.
I think he's setting them on cardboard
Yeah.
or poster board.
Are you basing those at all? Like putting them on a base? Not, I don't mean decorating it. I just mean, is there a 6x12, 5x10, 4x6 kind of thing going on, or no? Because of the delay, I have to wait for the answer.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
So how many large L's do we have?
Oh, I don't know. I'll have to check.
So we have to. We'll look at ours. I know we've got 2 of them sitting right here by the table.
3 of them, I think.
So you need 20 more large L's. 20 more large L's would make. He says that would make 30 tables of that type of terrain.
That's cool.
Oh, he did put them on poster board. Okay.
Poster board. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Just curious.
Which will be a great.
Poster board that he laminated.
Oh.
Holy shit. Doubled it up. Nice work. Oh, that's right. All questions will be answered tomorrow.
All questions will be answered
This is
tomorrow.
what I mean about the disconnect. We need to start zooming you in so I can fucking talk to you in real time.
Yeah, Chase, you notice how he didn't say he wanted to zoom you in so he could talk to you in real time?
Yeah, I want to zoom him in.
Zoom.
We should. Or whatever, Discord. We'll use Discord.
Fuck it, why don't we just use, oh God, what was it? What was the one that fucking...
Skype?
Skype. Poor Skype.
I'm sure it's part of the operating system, or I don't know. Do they still exist even?
Why don't we just mixer him in? That was a good idea, Microsoft.
Yeah, that was linked to my MySpace, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dude, maybe we could have Tom come join us. Maybe Tom would
Now
come.
we'll do Discord, and we got to get you guys like calling in and shit, video calling in, or at least
Maybe
audio.
Tom would come hang out with us. Doo doo dooba dooba doop dooba dooba doop 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 doop. All right. I think there should be one more of those little fuckers. in there.
No.
Oh no, there's not because. Well,
I know there's not. There's not what because of what?
oh, am I missing one little fucker? Where is it? Where is it hiding? Oh,
Not
it was
over there.
hiding under there.
Oh, you little son of a.
You little rat bastard.
He's almost there, folks.
Oh yeah.
He's almost there, folks. Sure, whatever. You guys pick. No, we'll do Discord. I'm going to be going off anyway. I'm not going to be on the main. I'm not going to be on the show visible anyway. I'm gonna just going backstage, boys. So we're gonna have some other. You guys are gonna have to call in and stuff like that. Terry and Jason and
Yeah, we're gonna have to have some call-in
you guys
guests.
can bounce off each other. Discord all the way. Yeah, exactly. It's a no-brainer. Everybody get in we'll make sure there's a Warbird one that has for the show. Has everybody in it. Or not everybody, but anybody who's you guys and related folks. I'm gonna go check this out.
There we go. All right. Yeah, check it out. Yeah. Yep, just that little bit of extra effort. Really makes all the difference. And you don't have to go over the top with this, especially if you're just doing tournament terrain. But just this little bit of extra effort makes everybody happier.
Well, you know what else is good? The weight.
Yes.
Helps those things sit still when people are rolling dice and
I mean,
waving their
people
arms
are
around
going to
and-
be bothered that they can't use their fancy pants circle things that we always use. But
It
small
sounds
price
like
to pay
that's
for a
the
better
plan,
game.
Colby. That's the plan. You won't need 40. It doesn't sound like, but yeah. And 10 of them at least will be really nice.
Yep.
Or, old school. It's basically the same kind of theory as before that we've been doing here, just conforming to their layout, which is good.
Will you ask Chase if he needs me to come to that tournament on the 12th? If he is there to help him out with getting all this set up. Oh, got a little too far with my fingy there. Got a little too far with my fingy there.
Yeah.
Oh, and I got a little too much glue on my finger. Oh, did it again. All right. Now you can go in there. So we dump that load on there. Dropping loads on there. Loads of flocking. All right, only 3 more pieces left to go. spilt some. All right. 3 more. Do I need to throw some more glue on my plate? I need to throw more glue on my plate. Come on out, glue. Oh, and Lee, we also have our pre-done cardboard, that cardstock we used for those tables, that we could use Colton's tables and just put them on there. The ones for the Portland terrain.
Well, yeah, the 2D, the ones that are out there, right?
Yep, the 2D
Yeah, I
ones that are
figured
out
we
here.
just use those, and that's 3 more tables that come from here.
Yep,
Bring our total to 13.
yep.
And then those are already set up for we'll just hot glue the fucking thing to them.
I don't think Colby's hot gluing those. I
Well,
think he's leaving them loose.
He's what?
I think he's leaving them loose.
Oh, well, that's for transport. I mean,
Yeah.
so you're going to have the base and the terrain are loose from each other?
Yep. That's
Do
the way
we
it was
need
at
to do
GW.
that? Why do we need to do that?
For transport reasons. Besides, that cardboard needs to get pulled out, and probably the cardstock laminate. If you tried to have them attached, it would get bent real bad.
I guess, yeah. That's going to be a mess. People knocking those lightweight foam things over all the time and bumping shit.
Yeah, it's something they'll have to get used to.
What a mess.
Even we were
Can't wait till
bumping
we
them and
phase that
moving
shit
them
out.
during the
Yeah.
GW tournament.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to do it that way. We could.
Oh,
connect
we won't
them.
do it that
Yeah.
way. But you also have to remember we have access
Yeah,
to
the
it.
packing, I get for that. That's fine.
We have access to a whole bunch of this too.
Yeah.
That other people
What I
don't
would think
have.
is that if we needed to have some of those in reserve,
Right.
we would have them glued together. They just would never be the ones we sent somewhere. You
Yeah.
know, like we'd keep some here, they'd have some up there. I'm saying eventually when we have all our tables done again.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be better to have, if those weren't the things we sent.
Unless you're right, but unless you're doing heavy duty shit like this, like we're doing here, they're gonna get ratted and torn and bent, and especially
Yeah.
if you got something heavy glued to them.
No, I get what you're saying, Colby, about them going right to the edge. Yeah.
Yeah. And those tables are gonna have to move all around the Portland area.
Just bring one of each piece. You don't have to bring a whole table. Just bring one 6x12. One 5x10 and one 4x6. And then we'll figure out. Yeah. We'll pull out all the stuff we have and put it on a table for you or whatever.
And this will be the table on the Warhammer Wednesday stream tomorrow.
Yeah, well, not if you're gonna, as long as you don't spray it with glue tomorrow.
What's that?
As long as you don't do the coating spray tomorrow.
No, I'll spray them tonight.
I thought you had to let it dry.
It'll be plenty dry by tomorrow.
No, I mean, I thought you had to let this dry and then spray it.
No, this will be plenty dry towards the end of the stream.
Oh, okay. Because you want to knock off the excess, right? And then spray it?
No, because it'll lock in the excess. It's pretty handy dandy. It's a pretty good system. Only 2 more left. Only 2 more left. But yeah, this is how long it takes, to do a table like this. Not too long, start to finish. Once you've got all the pieces printed or you've got all the ruins you're going to use, you know, all this is pretty quick. But we've also spent a lot of years doing this, so this is not our first time putting a table together. Yeah, I'm stoked. Chase isn't this weekend, it's the 12th. That Chase's tournament's this weekend? It's not, it's the 12th. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's going to grab the old comp tables. The old competitive tables. And ones that won't be able to be converted. Yeah, the old comp tables will not be able to be converted. The ruins are too big. I might just end up giving those away to some store that wants to run tournaments or something. Yeah, that's fine. We were. I knew that. Yep. Make sure you get every syllable. Every fucking syllable. Well, I mean, stop being mean to Chase. You can't read. We know this. It's not nice to be mean to Chase just because he's illiterate. What's that? Yeah, with our old comp terrains, we'll have to figure out what we want to do with them because they're essentially not going to be usable for 10th at all. There isn't a single piece of them that's going to be usable, and I don't necessarily want it taking up space. Oh, Chase wants comp ruins for his house?
But we should give it to a store, for sure.
We have a lot of them. We have like...
I'm just saying the priority should be to help out
somebody else. But I mean, we can give Chase a table. That's no biggie.
But he can have some tables.
Yeah. Yeah. There ain't no biggie to get. Yeah.
Pretty.
Last one. Last one. Whoop. Dusty. I ended up getting some dusty sand here. This must not have been as good a play sand. All right.
Okay, that's the last one for that table.
Last one for this table. Yep. I don't even think I'm going to have to pour any more glue.
So yeah, that's all. That makes, yeah, I'm looking at a, yep. Nice. And you had enough glue.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I still have more in the bottle.
Oh, good.
I probably am gonna have to dump.
Yeah, you might want to pick up an Elmer's.
Yeah, I gotta pick up an Elmer's.
Pick up an Elmer's.
Yeah, so we got some new. What was it we got, Lee? That epoxy. Hopefully it works good because it's way cheaper.
Yeah, see, I'm skeptical. So we found
So
a
am I a little bit.
product. It almost has an seen on TV vibe to it, but
It
it's
does.
not. It's not really. It doesn't have that label or whatever. But it's a product where resin, 2-part resin that, especially like a 5-minute, like if you can spend as much as like $8 on one of those little syringes with the 2 parts, like the Gorilla ones or, whatever. You can spend very little on those as well. But traditionally, like if you get like a good brand of that stuff in the 2 parts and you're just mixing it up yourself, especially with like a 1-to-1 that's made for adhesive, it's usually like $20, $40, you're dropping for like, some larger bottles of it or whatever. And we found some 16-ounce bottles where you get both parts. Each bottle was 16 ounces. You get your both parts, and it was $32, where the 4-ounce bottles of the brand we were using, 2 4-ounce bottles, were like $22.
Yeah.
And so it's like 4 times as much with just, and it's only like $6 more or $10 more, I guess, or whatever. So it's not 4 times as much. It seems like an incredible deal, but we'll see. Haven't tried to use it yet. We'll probably be doing that after the stream. So anyway, yeah, that is the process. That is the process. This is what we do to most of the train. Some of, like he said, some of it's only going to be dry brushed. We're going to be just leaving the base unflocked because, say, this would mimic something being like outdoors in rubble or whatever. Anything where we're trying to do like the interior of a spaceship or make that suggestion, we're thinking about leaving unflocked and just dry brush the whole thing as if the bottom was metal as well, or, like the walls of a structure. So,
Which we're gonna test that out here in a minute.
which we're going to do a table like that and see if we actually like it. I mean, it looks good as is, with the reason we're flocking these partly is because, in a way, it's appropriate, but also these were already flocked on their previous bases. So there is some sand and stuff that was already attached to these models.
Boom.
So
Done.
it's kind of like we're completing it. This completes the conversion for these specific older pieces of terrain. So,
All right, Lee. I'm gonna go wash my hands real quick. They can listen to me wash my hands. I don't care.
well, no, you're muted.
Okay.
He'll be right back, folks. Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. Oh, what was that? No one. Oh, who said you couldn't read? Who's being mean to you about your literacy? Who's being mean? Did you say Chase couldn't read?
Yes, Chase can't read.
Oh.
Chase is illiterate.
Oh, he said I can't read.
What's that?
I don't like getting sucked into this little marital bickering you guys have. I'm like the kid who's like, you're ruining Christmas,
All right.
I'm the child that's getting torn apart between. I don't like it. I want to go live with grandma.
Grandma's a whore.
All right.
Grandma's a total whore.
He's back. Are you at your desk now?
I'm at my desk now.
Let's go to the good mic.
Okay.
Let's do that. Sure, why not? Do you want to do your computer desk? What you going to be doing?
Audio mixer isn't hitting. There we go. Okay. Now we got volume. It was just a little low.
Yeah, I guess I went to the wrong marker
Ah, gotcha.
because I had a mark for someone with a boomier, someone else that was
Someone that doesn't have the voice of a 12-year-old girl.
Yeah.
All right. So
Sorry. So start over. Make sure everybody knows what you're talking about.
these are the ones we're gonna flock now, or not flock.
Or dry brush.
Dry brush.
Oh, we're gonna try out. Oh, this is the metallic.
This is a metallic dry brush.
Now, are you gonna do metallic and kind of over the thing? Are you still gonna do edges in white, or
Could do edges in white.
maybe where the black is only, or something? I don't know. Let's see what that metallic
Let's
looks
see what
like.
she looks like.
I'm gonna get some ice from a Bev.
What kind of beverage are you drinking today, Lee?
Well, it ended up because I opened multiple things. I made myself a mix of Blowhole Blast and Titty Milk.
Titty
and then
milk.
I absentmindedly also grabbed a Code Red Mountain Dew. So now I mixed them all together and I have a Code Red Blowhole Titty Blast.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
yeah, it doesn't get much more gamery than that.
No, that's 420 no scope.
I mean, I essentially just won
You won the
everything.
internet.
I just speed ran
You just speed. He might have just speed
Right.
ran life.
life. Yeah, all right.
Okay. So we got some garbagey ass. We got some garbagey ass craft metallics. See how they end up. There we go. They look honestly, they look pretty damn close to the white. So maybe it'll have a little bit of shine when it's done. So let's give this a shot. Okay, so remember, side to side, not up down. See if we can draw it out. Oh, yeah. Never mind. That shines. That shines. Oh, that's a little heavy.
Oh, let's see. You see that front? Ooh.
Yeah.
It very much gives it the, yes. It's undeniable that that's metal.
Yep.
I would say that, so what we're talking about is that you might dry brush the base as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's
Like
give that a
maybe the
shot.
bevel or something. Like, I mean,
I don't know. Let's see what it looks like.
just for cohesiveness, I guess.
What do you think? I mean, it doesn't hurt, that's for sure.
I don't hate it. I just think it should be even or whatever.
Yeah, that's going to be the problem, is making it even.
And I would definitely go all the way out to the, or maybe not. Yeah, maybe the,
Oh, hold on.
there you go.
There we go.
See? Yes.
Yep.
And hit that edge. Yeah.
The front edge?
No, see that? No. The
Yeah,
top
like
of
I'm
the
do-
bevel like you're
yeah,
doing. Yeah. Makes a nice little outline.
Yep. Yep.
See, I like that. I think that's cool. I think that's super cool.
Yeah, it adds a little bit to it. Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, it almost looks like diamond plate.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Remember the front edge too.
Yep, I will. It definitely looks metallic though, don't it?
That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Gives it a little bit. What do you think? I don't think we need to do any white on there.
No, probably not. I mean, that would be what we were talking about earlier about going that next step.
Yeah, right.
You know,
Yep.
and then really, wiring it up with little LED lights and things so like little sparks come out of where.
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
broken.
like, there's spots we could do, like, we could really get into the weeds on painting some of this stuff because there's like all these little parts and wires and stuff. But at a certain,
I think too like we're gonna get a little more into the weeds. Like so, the version of this table, or a similar table to this, where there's corruption or like
oh, it's not this one. It's
residue.
it's the
I
other
know
one
it's
we'll
the
show
other,
next
but
week,
it's
but
similar stuff. It's similar structure.
yeah,
The
similar.
idea.
Yeah.
So the one that's corrupted, like we're going to have the metallic look. You know, we start with the base coat. We're probably not going to flock it. It's supposed to be on a spaceship, all that stuff.
Yep.
But where the corruption is, that's going to be an additional, you know, it's going to be purple or
Yep.
red or green or whatever you decide, right?
Yep. Well, there we go. That gave it a little shine.
That's nice.
Let's compare.
I think that's nice.
So
It also naturally makes it more detailed.
there's that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Pops.
Oh yeah. Just added
And
that.
then that's done.
And that's done.
You're walking away from that.
We're walking away from that one.
Right.
Yep.
See, that's great.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
I mean, that means this whole thing will be done.
Yep.
When you're done dry brushing, because
Yep.
it's all painted, right?
Oh, yeah. That's a little heavy.
Do you have the blocking pieces for that one?
What's that? Yeah. Yeah. You want me to do a blocking piece next?
Oh, you can, yeah.
Yeah. I'll do a block-
That's up to you.
do a
I was
blocking
just
piece
making
next.
sure we had them for that table. Yeah. Well, you can talk.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to
Get some ice for your blowhole blast.
No, I already did that. I'm actually gonna, I want to base coat this totally raw piece of other trim. I'm gonna I want to spray paint a couple pieces
Oh yeah.
while you're there, so I don't need to sit here.
Yeah. There we go. We hit that pretty hard. What's that? Yeah, those are them. Oh, they haven't been sprayed.
want these?
Oh no, those aren't for that one. Those are for a table that those are the blockers for the non-corrupted that we haven't done yet.
Oh, the new one.
Yeah, the new one. Yep. Yeah, we still have a whole bunch of stuff to put on bases. That just got finished today for that one. Yep.
Oh, these are for this one.
Yeah, those are for that one. Yep. Those are for the Saucer Man Studios one we made. The one that was 10th completely designed from the start. Oh yeah, it all needs to get painted.
And are those so it's gray for those?
Yeah, because we'll do the same thing.
Now that was charcoal.
This was the charcoal dark gray. Yep. I bought another can. Because there should be yep.
What about these? You want these the lighter gray?
We'll do those the lighter gray, yep.
Another conversion.
Yep. We could show them that conversion, by the way. Here, guys, check this out. So this table here is the FLG terrain laid out. That's a 5x10. Here are the little excess pieces thrown down on 4x6s. And here is the 12x6s. Yeah. And here are the other 12x6s. So, yep.
This will all be a flock.
And that one will definitely get flocked. Yep. And then I also have, I'm doing a Ruined City coming up. I think will be the next printer job. You know that, if anybody's been to our tournaments, you know that Crash Starship that had that big giant piece in the middle that was essentially non-usable? Well, for 10th, that big giant piece is coming out. The walls are getting put on 12x6s, and it's going to be a usable table. And that will be cool. All right. Done. All right, let me grab movement blockers here. So here's the 10x5s. So yeah, I mean, if we wanted to, we could spend a bunch of time dry brushing painting this up. But once again, this is for tournament play. So, and we're doing it on scale. It just needs to look good. It does not need to look amazing. When it comes to terrain, don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. And that's pretty much for all miniature painting, but specifically when it comes to terrain and tournament terrain. Whoa, Lee is out there just wrecking shop like a madman. He's a fucking maniac. He's a maniac. But yeah, see how it just brings all that out? Yeah. You see these, Lee? Check these out on cam.
Oh yeah.
Just brings it all out.
See, and that's good because that's
Yep.
yeah, it should be metallic. And yes, you could do
Oh yeah.
I suppose you could do more detail, but it's unnecessary because you're hitting the,
Yep.
as long as you don't, you just get every
Like
side.
that's what it looks like
yeah.
undone. That's
Yeah.
what it looks like dry brushed. Yep.
Yeah, because then it just reeks of metal.
Yep. Yep.
The only thing I would say is if you were really getting into, you might add some color.
Add some color.
Like
Yep.
like if it's something industrial, maybe a black and white or a black and yellow striped
Yep.
caution
Yep. And maybe
thing,
some
yeah, or red warning
yep.
color or something like that. But
Or, a couple different metallics in here.
maybe a couple different, like hit the top of the grates with
Yep.
maybe the grates are all brass and or the fan blades are
Yeah.
one color and
Maybe pick out some rivets and stuff.
yeah.
Just
But like I
enough to
said,
give it some flavor. But yeah. Yeah, nope. This is
I think people want playable terrain at the end of the day.
oh yeah. And
Because there's nothing worse than like terrain that you put all that effort into that's not playable, really.
yeah. And I've done that a lot. And people shit on me for it. And I don't care.
Really?
I make a play on it anyway.
Be shit on you?
And then when they complain about the table,
Yeah.
I ask them their record.
Jesus.
I do. I do. Anybody who complains about a table,
That's good.
because we always go the most competitive tables, numbered tables. And then when they complain, oh yeah, that last game I was on a shit table and I lost. I go, what was your record, bud? And they go 1-3. And I go, yeah, you know who didn't have a problem with the tables? The guys who were 3-0 and the guys who were 2-1. They didn't have a problem with that table. Their tables. So anyway. No. Just the people who, the higher up you go in the tournament, the more competitive the table is. The lower you are, because the way I look at it is, okay, if you go to a tournament and you're going in the 0-for, 1-for, yes, player placed is fucking dead. I've always hated player placed. I understand player placed. I'm a TO, so I understand why people do player placed. I hate the fact that it's just one more way for a new player, a veteran player, to beat the shit out of a new player. It does eliminate some of the feel bads because it is you can only blame yourself. It won't be identical. Some of which we're keeping. There will be some flavor to the Northwest, Chase. Some will have more movement blockers than others. Some won't have any movement blockers. But essentially, the layout will be the same. You're going to be able to hide the same amount of shit. It's how you play after that might differ from table to table. And I can't wait to have a melee guy come up and go, yeah, that move blocker in the table screwed me. These tables suck. Yeah, well, I don't want people to be able to plan for every table to the point where the game is just not fun. Because then we walk up to a table and we already know who's going to win. And I don't like that. That's why I love the random nature of the cards, too. God, it's so much a better way to play. And there we go. No, that'll just happen if Games Workshop takes too long and just doesn't ever address it. But yeah, there's the little 4x6s. Yeah. I agree, Kebby. Ban Chase. It's too bad, Kebby. You're going to have to wait maybe months to get another chance to beat Chase. After Chase just rolled all them 6s. Yeah, Chase loses all his games, Kebby. He's no threat. Not to elite 420 no scope Warhammer gamer like you are. FR, no cap, no cap. Yeah. Yeah, did you know that, Lee? That Colby has lost 100% of the games he's played into Chase? Yeah. Yeah. Chase has got an undefeated record against Colby. Undefeated. Oh, yeah.
Does that have to do with Colby playing meme armies? Or?
No, it's not Colby playing meme armies. I mean, Chase is just that next level. Chase is just that next level 40K player that... Lee said he wasn't doubting you, Chase, and your ability.
I mean, I assumed it was his ability.
Yeah, Lee assumed it was your playing ability. All right, all those boys done. All right, let's grab this piece here. So let's grab, this is the other 6x4s, or 6x12s. That was a little heavy. A little heavy. Got a little heavy-handed there. Got a little heavy-handed there, boys. But that's okay. With this metallic, you can get a little heavy-handed because it's just transferring a bunch of the metallic over to the stuffs. Yeah. So yeah, by the time we're done here today, we will have 2 full 10th edition tables. 1 reclaimed, 1 3D printed. Oh, is he your fucking sirens on your fucking Odysseus's journey? Chase is Kebby's siren, Lee. Yep. Wait, if Kebby's or if Chase is the siren, does that make me Poseidon? Since I'm Chase's daddy? Never wanna be on a boat. I fucked a mermaid. Chase, do you want that game? Chase is Chase is saying Chase is saying he hasn't played me in like 6 years. I mean, Chase, you know where I'm at, bud. If you demand a game, I will give you a game. I just usually make it a habit to just not walk on ice flows and just start clubbing left and right. I usually make the seal be the one to make the mistake. Chase is just upset because usually every 40K daddy Chase has had, all they care about is just clubbing Chase. Tell him what a bad boy he is clubbing him. Okay, yeah, Chase, we can play this weekend. As long as there is some stuff, I'll tell you when you get here this weekend. Oh, on stream. Yeah. But I'll be able to take a couple hours out to club Chase. Chase is claiming to be a secret genius, by the way. Apparently. My broken, exactly 50% win rate army, Chase. Exactly 50%. By the way, Kebby, Death Guard is so bad. It's a big blue watery world. Hey, guess what, Lee? We reached 100 chat messages. Yay! Yay! Bet Jason can't beat me with D6? What D6? Yeah. Well, I mean, there was no contest. Jason can't beat me with D6. Oh, with DG. With Death Guard? I'll take it, Chase. I'll play a Death Guard. I'll play a Death Guard. It'll make it all the more humiliating. Oh, I will. Yeah. Yeah, Chase called it out. So, yeah, on stream for sure now. Yeah, Chase, I don't have my glasses on. My eyes are bad. Why don't I have my glasses on doing this, by the way? Oh, wow, I can see the terrain so much better. This looks like shit. This looks like complete shit. I'm embarrassed to put it on a table. Now that I put my glasses on. No, it's fine. Yeah, and then at the end of the day of doing terrain, your hands look like this. And then people look at you weird. Like you're a crazy glue sniffer. Build model airplanes, the little fairy. Well, we ain't buying it. Not yet. No. Unless there's some things that are white. Yeah. Nobody cares about the whites anymore. No one cares about the whites anymore. But I need to use my not weighted fellowship dice. I always roll 4+. Now Chase is saying if he loses, it's because he did it on purpose. He threw the if Chase loses, it's because he threw the game to me.
Part of his genius.
Yeah.
Okay, question.
Real Chase, a genius. Well, hold on. What would Chase be as a real man of genius? Here's to you, Mr. Shitty Tournament Organizer. Yeah. So, yeah. This turned out. We didn't have one what? Oh, we didn't? Is one going to be enough to get done what you need to get done? You'll be able to get a full table out of it? Okay. Oh, we did have a partial? Good. George Bush, that's right, Chase. Or Colby. George Bush doesn't care about white people. I agree. That's one of the best clips. Michael Myers just sitting there, just. Chase said, I don't know. I've been doing pretty good as a shitty TO, Jason. How many tables do you have ready for 10th, Chase?
Sitting behind the TO desk.
Sitting behind the TO desk he really likes. He gets upset when he has to get up and like do a rule or know the rules or have the train ready or yeah. Yeah. I mean, that shit's for suckers. Actually, you know what? Chase might be a fucking genius.
He is on I was gonna say he's managed to get you to do all the work.
Yeah.
You got Jason, I think.
Yeah. You know what? I think. Yeah. Yeah, that's my trick, Chase. What are you doing? What are you doing, bud? Is it a charcoal gray sateen? Yeah, that looks charcoal gray. Yep. Yeah. Judging from here, that looks the same color as that on the bottom. Yeah, it's got a little brown tinge to it. Yeah, that's definitely charcoal gray, Lee. Well, at least now we won't be playing on cardboard cutouts. Chase just said, minions are a thing. Jason is my minion, but I make him think he's in charge. It's kind of hard to argue. Kind of hard to argue. I don't have a tournament for 2 months, and I'm doing this to get ready for Chase's tournament. So, he's not wrong. Chase is playing 4D chess. Is Chase just a completely stable genius? Is Chase the Donald Trump of 40K TOing? Oh yeah, that's true. Chase does have some skill. Chase is weaponized incompetence made manifest. Yeah, at least Chase went with Pitbull and not designer dog. Because anybody who has like a designer fucking dog's an asshole. Chase, I hate to break this to you, bud. Trump's poor too. Trump is now begging people to pay for his legal fees because he's running out of money, which I think is hilarious. Yeah. Yeah. He's always pretended he had more money than he did, Chase. By the time these lawsuits are done, you might have more money than Trump. Yeah. Yeah. Chase is just dropping angles. Yeah.
And me in turn.
He's
got a whole.
Oh yeah.
He's got a whole Santa's workshop over
Oh
here.
yeah.
He's fucking going to town.
By 4D chess and me, he's actually also 4D chess you, Lee.
Yes.
Fuck. And 4D chess Colby.
And Colby.
Yeah. Colby's bringing up 30 tables.
All of us are working really hard to make sure his tournaments are great.
10th edition dropped.
Yeah.
And Chase is dropping the first big 10th edition independent tournament in the Northwest. And he ain't doing shit to get ready for it. Fucking brilliant.
He hasn't even printed up his trophies yet.
Yeah.
I've got the bases half made already.
And I'm going to go buy plaques for him. What the fuck are we doing?
I think things are going to change around here. We need to do an intervention or something.
Yeah, no shit.
We need to go to cult deprogramming, apparently.
Colby, he just said, he just said, "Hey Lee, how are my bases? I haven't done score sheets or trophies." Oh,
We missed it, but they're
Yeah.
almost done. And they're in that 4-inch, range on the top or whatever. So hopefully that'll work for you. Don't make that stance wider than. Usually it's like 2.5 inches for how wide apart the legs are and stuff.
fucking could Chase be the greatest troll in the history of fucking trolling?
Yeah, I think that unassuming
He's a giga troll.
that unassuming kind of blue collar. I wear my safety coat everywhere. I'm just a simple man.
Yeah,
I would
Chase-
never.
Chase,
I'd never try to put one
Chase
over on you.
actually drives a
Yeah.
Bugatti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. On the weekends, like when we don't see him,
Yeah.
when there's not a tournament.
No, Chase leaves.
Yeah.
Chase leaves the Pacific Northwest.
He's like in he's got a little
He's got a place
cottage in Martha's Vineyard.
and he's got a pad in Vegas that
Yeah.
he just goes down to, rolls around in
Yeah.
his Bugatti, just walks up to fucking craps tables, just like domino
Dude,
motherfucker.
yeah. Everything on red.
Everything. Yeah. Whatever you have to tell yourself, Colby. I had to tell myself it was to help get the Olympia tournament scene going really good. Yeah. Yeah, whatever you have to tell yourself. In the end, it was just Chase epically trolled you. Yeah. Yeah. Chase is Kaiser Sose. As soon as Chase walks away, the yellow safety vest drops off, and Chase just starts. Chase grows 6 inches, the security vest walks off, and all of a sudden hair grows out the top of his head. And like that, he was gone. Yes, player plays novel. Player place was a necessary evil. But now Games Workshop has good terrain rules. And the problem was we could have, we had done a good job of making terrain fairly standardized in the Pacific Northwest, but the problem is it doesn't get played that way most other places. And so you don't want to, it does a disservice to our players, especially as more players in the Pacific Northwest are getting better and better and making it to the higher and higher tables and all of that. Yeah. Oh, there we go. One last piece. And then those are probably dry enough after this. I'll throw that mic back on. And I will go show you guys how to spray the tables to lock in that terrain. To lock in that flocka.
Nice. This was fun.
Yeah. Next thing you know, I'm going to show up one day. I'm going to show up to home one day after being here. And I'm going to walk in, and Chase is just going to be sitting there at my house. And he's just going to go, "No, me and Alicia have been talking."
He's sitting there petting Lehman.
He's just sitting there
and
petting
Lehman.
Lehman.
Doesn't even look at you.
Lehman doesn't even look at me.
Until Chase says that
until
Lehman
Chase
can
tells
acknowledge
him
you.
to.
Yeah.
And then Chase is just going to be like, "So we've all been talking." Yeah, I'm the trophy husband now.
We've all been talking.
We've all been talking.
We've had a few
Yeah.
few meetings, as it were, and
Yeah. And then he's like, "You can go sleep at the shop, and you don't even get to take Lehman with you." See, and he keeps iterating. He's like Elon Musk, but poor. Or Donald Trump, but poor. So, yeah. Yeah.
I told you the plan.
Yeah.
Well, that's the best part, Chase, is that we've already convinced ourselves that we're just joking around. So you're still in the, like, it's still working. We haven't been able to break your spell yet. So
Yeah, clearly I'm still dry brushing.
still dry brushing.
Still dry
I've
brushing.
got paint all over my hands.
Yeah. This is how my hands look now. So,
We're gonna. Oh my God,
yeah.
little Tin Man.
Little Tin Man.
If you only
Only had a heart.
had a heart.
I miss you most of all, Scarecrow.
If you only had a heart.
If he only had a
Which
heart
is
on.
funny. Like,
Yeah.
I start calling you the Tin
No, that's the
Man.
Cowardly Lion. If he only had a Tin Man, didn't have a brain.
Heart. No, courage.
No. Yeah. Okay.
It's courage,
Heart
a heart, and a brain.
and a brain. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Tin Man didn't have a heart.
Lion wanted courage.
Yeah. Yeah. Tin Man was
wanted a heart.
Tin Man was a real Dick Cheney.
Tin Man was a weirdo.
They were all pretty weirdos. I mean, he wasn't a.
It is funny that it's heart, brain, and courage,
Yeah. Well,
as opposed to.
how else would you have an extravagantly gay lion? I
I know, but that's what I'm saying is
Yeah, you'd think heart and.
they couldn't use heart twice, I guess, or
Yeah, that is a weird one.
you know what I mean? Like, that is kind of weird, right? One's a
Synonym for heart.
one's
for
a
courage.
concept.
Yeah, one's a
that we've
concept.
labeled for. Yeah,
Well,
for bravery or whatever, and then
you know what the first one probably was.
yeah,
You know what the Tin Man didn't have? A cack. The
didn't
Tin
have a
Man
cack.
probably originally didn't have a cack.
you have a cack.
Didn't have a cack.
Not like the robots of today. Well, the funny part is, for you to be a Tin Man, you have to be enchanted in the first place. Those are all entirely magical creatures, right?
No, I've seen flying monkeys.
You've seen scarecrows come to life, and
I've seen scarecrows come to life.
lions come up and go. Oh,
Yeah.
you startled me.
No, say it right. Extravagantly
startled
gay
me.
lions come to
You
life.
startled me.
I've seen some extravagantly gay bears come to life and startle them.
I'm trying to think which one was, because everything at that time. Well, actually, it wouldn't be. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No, you're right. I'm trying to think of which one was a racial, like, disparagement, but
None of them.
yeah, none of them.
None of
right?
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Surprisingly enough, Wizard of Oz, not racist.
Odd.
Oh, there's nothing in there. I mean, there's the only thing that could be considered problematic with it is we represent the lollipop
racist,
guild, the lollipop guild.
Not
No,
racist, though.
problematic.
That would be
Yeah.
ableist.
Yeah, well, no,
Right?
not ableist. Hey, little people are able.
They're not retarded. Is that what you're saying? Are you correcting me?
I am.
Well, no, it's
Bigoted.
but it's a disability, right? Is it a disability?
No, I don't think it's. I don't
It's
think.
a disorder. What is it? What officially?
Let's find out.
Is it a? I know that everyone's
Let's
supposed
find
to.
out.
I know that if
Let's
you're
have
not,
it in the most un-PC
I-
way possible.
ask ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
I know you're not supposed to refer to things as like everyone's normal, right? Because or whatever and all that. But what I'm saying is, there is a medical condition that causes dwarfism, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I think.
So then it would be ableist or diseasist. Or...
Is dwarfism was the term I was trying to think of.
Yeah.
So I put something in very much more on PC.
Do I need to bring it
Don't go to it. Don't go to it. Question: Are people? Is dwarfism considered an ability? What?
disability?
Disability. It doesn't answer it. That it just goes. Q. Is dwarfism a disability? Are people with dwarfism able to participate in athletic activities? And then it just answers yes within the limits of their individual mental
scroll
diagnosis.
down a little, or
Is dwarfism disability developed?
ask if it's a medical condition.
Okay.
Or something.
Dwarfism can be caused by many disorders, such as erythroplasia, with its category of skeletal dysplasia.
It does.
This harms 70%
Okay.
of the human body
So
in
it's,
America. So there are certain conditions.
There are a
Okay.
multitude of things that can lead to it, but they're all medical conditions.
Well-
They're maladies of some sort, right?
Well, yeah, and so you end up suffering from other ailments: hearing loss,
Yeah.
vision loss, excessive pain, heart defects,
So
arthritis.
it would be
breathing
ableism
problems.
then,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Probably ableist. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I suppose, but the other side of that coin is it's kind of like Jewish people playing Indians, and things like that
Or
in
John
old
Wayne playing
westerns.
Genghis Khan.
You know what I'm saying? Where they would exploit. There's an exploitation.
Yeah.
It's exploitation.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yep.
100%.
Faux show. Yeah.
100%. But
Yeah.
also they learned valuable skills that they.
They learned how to make lollipops.
Yeah. Oh man,
Yeah.
it's going on. Terry,
Terry, where are you? You better control this shit. Yeah. All right. So let's go. I'll show everybody how to do this.
what are we doing now?
I'm going to show everybody how to
What
do
are you
the
doing?
spray.
Oh, wait, are you? Oh, in there.
In there.
Oh yeah. So just turn that back on. Let me know when you're on. Because I gotta turn this part back on too.
I am on. I am on. All right, everybody. I am mobile again. Can you guys hear me? Yep, they can. I can see it moving. All right. So, now here's the final portion of this. So, first thing you want to do is move all of your stuff away, because this is going to get real fucking messy. And then, so if you wanted to, you could rinse out these brushes and save them for another time. But they are like 25 cents each. So, and even as cheap as I am, that's above and beyond. So, once you got all this done, you want to evenly disperse this shit, because you're going to want to get around it on all sides. There's a lot of good terrain on all sides. And then no ending. And then, all right. Then you're going to take your spray bottle. And you're just going to soak it with your mix. You're just going to soak it, boys. Soak it. And you're going to want to turn it. But this will create a film of PVA and water. And by the way, this is horribly harsh on your hands. So if you have arthritis, I'm sorry. I also have arthritis, and so this is like one of the worst parts of this. And go ahead and, soak the dog shit out of it.
And you're just saying soak the aggregate, like the
soak
flocking.
the aggregate. You can soak everything. It's going to create a film.
Yeah. It's
And
going
then you
to
wanna turn
lock
them
everything
all.
in from the top as well. So if we just glued it down for the next forever, loose bits would be coming off.
Yeah.
This
and
way
this
it's locked
just
in like
seals everything in.
sandpaper.
Hello, Staniel. Stan, say hi to everybody. Stan doesn't want to say hi to everybody on stream.
I ran out there.
Oh, did you run out
I
there,
didn't
Lee?
know that. I wanted to make sure he knew we were actually streaming.
Oh, yeah. I didn't want Stan to come in and say something completely awful.
Well, he can't. No one would be able to hear what he said because of the noise cancellation.
All right. And then we just soak these down. And then remember, what's the most important thing to do?
Hey, Saturday or Sunday for Chase to come.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
You heard him.
Oh,
pick.
and good, because we got work to do this weekend. We can put Chase to work.
Yeah, and why not both, Chase?
Yeah, why not both? Why
Come
not
a little
both,
later
Chase?
in the day on Saturday.
Tell him to bring a sleeping bag.
bring
You
a
can sleep
sleeping
out in the
bag.
tent. Tell him to bring a tent and a sleeping bag. You can sleep outside. As God
Get some-
intended.
Get some of that fresh Dodo Hoquo.
Breathe
the
that
air in
fresh
your lungs.
Dodo Hoquo air.
Yeah, whichever day's fine.
Tell Kebby I got big announcement for him tomorrow that he's going to be excited about. Well, maybe he won't be excited, but
You have an announcement for him only?
yeah, I'm going to tell Kebby something real cool tomorrow.
Oh yeah, Colby. There's a lot of stuff that you're going to be told tomorrow that's very exciting. For your ears only. And then Chase will be told these things on over the.
No, I'm not
weekend.
going to tell Chase at all.
Oh, you're not telling Chase. You're not going to give him any more. You can't give him any more ammunition to have
I
more
can't give
power
Chase
over
any
you.
more information now that I know that Chase
Oh,
is
that's
fucking
true. That's too much
Kaiser
information. about your
Sose.
life. Yeah, he'll.
Now that I know that Chase is Kaiser Sose and cucking me.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll notice, like, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but like there's even like some puddles on here. It's okay if that happens on your terrain. It's not a big deal. It will harden up because of all the glue. And this is not only is it activating the glue that's in this, it's also reactivating the glue that's underneath it. So it's going to create a real hard, almost just rock layer. Like Dwayne Johnson and shit.
Where'd all that tournament money go, Chase? I thought you were. See, he's gaslighting us. He said he can't afford a sleeping bag. It's all part of his.
This is
cover.
all gaslight. Yeah.
Yeah. We got your number now. As soon
Yeah.
as we get to a cult deprogrammer, we're gonna be free of your grasp.
Almost done. Did I already get that backside? Nope, not yet. But always put down butcher paper or something like that unless you're doing this on a... What? I have to move them around to get to them. That's why I keep moving them. But always like have some butcher paper or something down. Yeah, probably. Oh, and I had just enough of this, Lee.
Oh, cool. Well, it's probably about time to just clean the whole bottle out and start over.
Sort of, not really. But yeah, okay, boys. So there it is. There is one table completely flocked. By tomorrow, when everybody shows up, because we'll put a fan over there, and then siphon it out. It's pretty warm back here, so yeah, that'll do it. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. All right, so I will come sit down, sign off. Remember, the most important part about that is to make sure that you run water through your bottle, through your nozzle, and then you lock it, and then you hide it, and then you don't let Josh know where it is. That is the most important thing.
We managed to keep that bottle. I mean, cancer helped us out a little bit on that,
Yeah.
but we managed to keep that bottle away from him for over a year now.
That's the longest I've had a bottle of PVA spray. So, yeah. So you gotta keep it away from Josh. All right, everyone. You guys all have a great day. We'll see you all tomorrow.
And with the most important lesson.
Kebby will be here for a little Warhammer Wednesday tomorrow. Kebby and Ryan. We might have 2 games tomorrow if Kebby. Oh, Kebby said he doesn't want to play. So
He's working on terrain stuff.
It'll probably be Ryan and somebody playing on stream tomorrow.
We get some comments.
If we need some salt, maybe we'll get Marty.
He can sit. Oh God.
Maybe we'll get.
He can sit and he can. Oh, Marty and Ryan.
Maybe we'll put Marty and Ryan on stream just so we
No.
can have the saltiest 40K game
Sure.
ever. Yeah.
With the least. Yeah, they fall off pretty hard when
Yeah.
the salt comes out. So
Yep.
we were trying to get viewers, right? Still, is that, or did the plan change? No.
Oh, I like viewers. Yeah.
So, yeah.
We'll call it Saltfest
That's it, man.
2023. All right.
It's kind of a new take on this stream, and
Yeah.
I'm liking it. So,
All right. We'll see all you guys later. Transition out.
transition. Oh.